Have you had a chance to look at the notes from our last meeting?
Yes, I have.
And do you have modifications, comments, or corrections?
Thought they looked good.
Then I hear a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from September 17th.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Moving to new business. Before we move to the resolutions, in preparation for tonight's service committee meeting, these three resolutions before us today seem to me a wonderful example of why Circleville is a great place to live and to work. A place where we have some pretty amazing unsung leaders. Hopefully, it is helpful to give some updates. Looking at our third resolution first, Take Back the Strip is providing their annual Kimpalooza for 2024 to provide a venue for our kids to have a great time, to have fun. It had been planned earlier, but was canceled due to the remnants of Hurricane Helene. Helene?
Helene, yes.
Helene, thank you. Take Back the Strip is an excellent example of our many nonprofit groups here in Circleville who give back to the community to selflessly provide for others. Looking at the next two resolutions from Jim Stanley, our Service Director, and Brian Frost, our Utilities Director. Both resolutions provide council repayment support for low-interest loans for designed future water distribution for South Court Street and sanitary sewer collection system expansion. Council is confirming that the loans will be repaid. Why is this future design important? Circleville is fortunate enough to currently enjoy both water and wastewater infrastructures that are fully capable for our current population. Our current water supply and distribution system and our sanitary sewer collection and treatment systems are fully capable for a city our size. Both these resolutions are for forward thinking so that we will be prepared for future residential and industrial expansion when required. Some current examples of residential expansion. Fisher Homes is building 66 homes in Heritage Ponds. Armstrong Development is putting 41 courtyard units in courtyards at Northridge. D.R. Horton is in the early construction stages of 116 homes on River Ridge, excuse me. Proposed examples of future expansion resulting from the tireless effort of Tim Colburn, the P3 Economic Development Director. AB Construction and Ryan Homes presented the initial design for 250 residences at the recent Planning and Zoning Commission meeting with a potential startup in 12 months. Another 550 residents plus retail are on the concept stage with a potential startup in 24 months. So where are we today? Working closely with the Ohio EPA, Circleville is nearing completion in early 2025 of the $38 million retrofitting and modernization of the waste treatment facility that was constructed in the 1960s. Again, working closely with the Ohio EPA, Circleville is in the bidding stage of a fully grant-funded pilot study with a membrane filtration system, which will be building on our current iron removal system in the existing facility. It will provide removal of potential toxic chemicals and will also provide significantly softer water for the city of Circleville. This pilot study is projected to be complete by year's end 2025. Now, none of these projects came into existence in and of themselves. They were conceived and guided by local leaders. In summary, thank you, Jeff Coleman of Take Back the Strip, Jim Stanley, Brian Frost, and Tim Colburn. Moving to our resolutions.
Sure.
Melissa, would you read our first resolution?
A resolution authorizing the Director of Public Service to apply for, accept, and enter into a Water Pollution Control Loan Fund, WPCLF agreement on behalf of the City of Circleville for the planning of sanitary sewer regionalization and designating a dedicated repayment source for the loan.
Again, we're looking to the future. We're looking to expand our sanitary sewer grid, if you will, and evaluate the entire process. And this is simply confirming to the OEPA that the loan that we are taking will be supported by the city of Circleville. Question?
We will pay back that loan.
We will pay back that loan.
Yes, and it says here the loan is just for the design work. Is that correct? We're not actually doing any.
Strand Engineering,
building at this
yes, Strand Engineering, who is our consulting engineering firm who does a lot of work for Circleville, will be doing both of these, and it is for design.
What's the dollar amount on it?
That's a good question. Here, I thought I was prepared. I don't know. That's embarrassing.
We can get him that answer before council.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
We
that's
got,
fine.
we got 3 weeks.
That's fine.
thank you. I don't have a dollar figure on the other one either, but any other questions?
I don't think so.
Not on that resolution?
Okay,
I'll make
This is all going south, right? It says the other, well, I guess I'll get to the next resolution when it
the
comes up.
water is South Court and the waste is, I think, overall system.
Okay, the whole system. Okay.
the going south is the
The
second
second
one.
resolution.
That's for the
yes.
water in the South Court
I
Street.
got a little ahead of ourselves there.
No, you're good.
Was that a test?
No, no test.
What's the wish of the committee?
I will make a motion that we forward this resolution to the next council meeting, which is going to be November 5th, with a recommendation for adoption.
I will second that.
Melissa, roll call?
Duval,
Yes?
Tice,
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Would you read the second, this,
A resolution authorizing the Director of Public Service to apply for, accept, and enter into a water supply revolving loan account planning loan agreement on behalf of the City of Circleville for the design of the new water facilities on South Court Street and designating a dedicated repayment source for the loan.
again, we're committing to repaying the loan. This is for water. This is for South Court Street.
This is for design work.
Design
Right.
work for the water
It says a new water
expansion, actually
facility.
expansion on South Court Street, yes.
Do you know is it a new water tower?
No.
No,
No.
okay, it's just
It's expansion of the existing grid.
like a pumping type station or something
I
like
think
that?
it's lines.
Lines, okay.
We're
just
trying
more
to
lines.
actually
Okay,
eliminate pumping stations with
Okay.
gravity-fed lines as much as we can. Now,
excellent.
that would not be water, that'd be sewage. But we don't
Okay.
really pump water. Well,
Okay,
we-
gravity
We
does
pump
the work,
sewage or let it be gravity, and hopefully the water towers work for the water.
yes. And I
Okay,
know we have capacity. I know the city has much extra capacity in our water supply.
it's getting it there.
Yes, it's just getting it where we need to have the customers, so.
if it will. This resolution is also for the application for the loan, not acceptance or specific project to have a specific amount. This
Okay.
is just for the application and to allow us to apply for it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. So we will fund it, but we don't know how much we're funding.
If our application is accepted,
Yes.
then we will come back. Most of these loans take multiple pieces of legislation before we're able to actually execute any type of loan agreement.
Okay.
Thank you.
This
Yeah.
does say apply for, accept, and enter into a water supply revolving loan in the title. So that might take a couple of the steps, take care of those.
Yeah, it does say.
It's possible, but most of them,
Sure.
as we've seen, require us to come back before this body with multiple pieces of legislation.
Which would explain the lack of the number.
Right.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Do we have-
I'll make a motion to forward this to council. What is that?
November 5th.
November 5th. Yes, with a recommendation for passage.
I will second that.
Melissa?
Duval,
Yes.
Tice,
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion? Is there any other discussion?
Well,
Now's the right time to talk about kids pollution. That'd be great. I'd like to thank Mr. Duval, Councilman Duval, for the nice words, kind words. I can't do this by myself, so I may be the face of Take Back the Strip and some of this stuff, but it really is an army behind me that kind of make it all happen. That being said, it is a great thing for our city, and we were really, this is our 5th year, and we've learned a lot of things. Every year we learned a little bit, and we've grown, and we've learned a little bit, and we've grown. This year we learned about rain dates. 5 years running, first time we've gotten rained on. So we did find out that the application, we can't put a rain date on, makes great sense. So this one we did put in for, unfortunately, was a short time crunch, and I appreciate you guys getting it in for the 26th, and then a rain date of the 27th. We are going to incorporate a trunk or treat with that now, since it is pushing it closer to the holiday season, which will be a little strange because I heard Santa's going to come check on our toys donation for Toys for Tots also. So we'll have a little bit of everything going on that day.
That sounds like fun.
Something for everyone. Yes, something for everyone. So I just wanted to appreciate you guys taking the time to do this and look at this resolution again tonight. And then I'll see you guys all in council tonight.
I have a
Thank you.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you explain to us what trunk or treat?
Trunk or treat. So we're already having a 200+ car show, weather permitting. So we're going to encourage those participants to also bring treats for the kids to pass out. So a lot of people might not have a show car, but what they'll do is they'll bring their daily mom van or their mall crawler or there's something, and they'll decorate it like a little monster, and then they will pass out candy out of that vehicle. It gives them a way to participate in a car show also when they don't have necessarily a show car. So we try to include everyone in the community with this event. So we're not trying to hold anybody out. So everybody's welcome. If you think it's cool, we think it's cool, bring it out and show it off.
So like at pumpkin show, you can have your best decorated bicycle or
Yes, ma'am.
float or stroller, and now you're having like decorated cars.
Decorated cars, yes.
Is there a prize for the best decorated
We
car?
didn't have a plan for this one, so we will have to, we could probably, I bet I could squeeze in a best decorated car trophy by the 26th, absolutely.
Is it a Halloween theme?
We can,
Because it's a
I have
trunk or
a pumpkin
treat?
that I got grown that has a hole in it, and I can't get it in the pumpkin show, so maybe I can just pass that on to the winner of the trunk or treat.
Oh, great. It just gets better and better.
I was very upset yesterday when I pulled my pumpkin out of the patch and it had a hole in it, so.
Aw.
Yeah, so I'll pass that on to the winner of the trunk or treat. Now I'm
There
just,
you go.
I will get them a nice trophy, something candy oriented, I'm sure.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So much.
Would you read the ordinance, Melissa?
A resolution authorizing Take Back
Resolution.
the Strip to use city streets for their annual Kids Palooza for 2024 and declaring an emergency.
Sir?
Thank you, Tom. I just want to go for clarity. Typically, we don't go straight from committee to council, but this is a rain event. We've already discussed it once previously and passed it by council.
Yes.
So Melissa and I, back and forth, tried to cover all bases. We added it to your agenda, but I also asked her to add it under new business. I didn't want to add it to the agenda until your committee heard it again. So tonight, under new business, if you would just motion, add it to the agenda at the end, and we can act on it tonight.
Perfect.
I just wanted to try to follow our rules as well, but also accommodate their request
Sure.
for the event that's coming up very quickly.
Sure. And since we've already approved it once, I'm guessing a motion would be in order.
I think that would be. I'll make a motion that we forward this to council this evening to be added under new business with the recommendation for adoption.
I'll second that.
Duval,
Yes.
Tice.
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Do we have any other business before the committee this evening?
No, sir.
Not that I know of.
Then I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 6:44.